What is up, BooTube? I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm highly surprised that I'm making a part 2 for this. I didn't expect it. I thought I would be able to cram this all into one video for this episode, but here's the part 2 of Legends of Tomorrow, Season 1, Episode 3, Blood Ties, Part 2. But anyway, going back to Sarah and Rip, they infiltrate, like, I think it's a party or something, like some sort of, like, fancy get-together thing that apparently, Savage's is gonna be at. And they find out that Savage has Carter's body and is performing something. And, like, they get this information from that one hostage that they, kidnapped. And they find out that Savage has taken Carter's body for something. And then we actually find out that he's using Carter's blood to basically give his followers longer lives. So, like, they take the blood and apparently they drink it and they have longer lives. You know what I mean? And so, in a way, giving, like, a mini immortality thing going on. But anyway, basically it was only Rip and, Sarah in this whole area, and back on the ship, while Kendra is stabilized, all that stuff, she starts mumbling and chanting, and apparently she knows that Sarah and Rip are going to be in danger, and pretty much warns Stein and Ray to help them. That's how they found out about it. And when they find out, they end up contacting Jax, Jax and Cold and Heatwave, who are on the way back, saying, you know, they're in trouble. So Jax, Captain Cold, and Heatwave arrived there first, while I believe Stein and oh my god, I forgot his name already. Ray managed the whole team basically gets to Rip, and they engage Savage to reclaim Carter's body, but Rip, during that whole thing, before, you know, slicing Savage's throat, manages to inadvertently give Savage the information that he eventually use to kill Rip's wife and son. So basically, during that whole thing, basically it's like a chain of events. Rip basically gave all the information that Savage needed to kill his own wife and son. So he actually became the cause of the death of his wife and son, which really sucks, I'm not gonna lie, because Savage would have never known the name of Rip Hunter's wife and son if Rip didn't purposely say their names. So technically, Rip was the reason why his wife and son are killed, because he gave their information to Savage before he sliced his throat, which totally freaking sucks, by the way. Damn. And during the whole ordeal, they managed to recover Hawkman's body and give him a proper funeral. And Snart, apparently, he looks up current news, and apparently, despite his efforts into preventing his father from entering prison, he finds out that his father still went to prison because he tried to pretty much pawn off the emerald, and he got caught, and he ends up in jail anyways. And so basically, despite his efforts, it changed absolutely nothing about his family fate, and which really, really sucks. And afterwards, you know, Kendra's feeling better, and she's able to walk around and stuff like that. And of course, like I said a few seconds ago, they give Carter a proper burial. And I found it really nice, the fact that finally Carter gets a proper burial. I was actually wondering in the previous episode, like, because Carter died and they had to quickly escape the mansion and everything, I was wondering like I said in the previous video, it would be a bad idea to leave anything in the past, right? Like, for instance, look what happened in the previous episode with Ray's suit. A piece of his suit broken off, and apparently because of that, they caused, like, destruction of Central City in 2016, right? And so, if that could happen with an itty bitty piece of armor, if you leave a body behind from 2016 and you leave it behind in the 70s, wouldn't that be just as bad. That's what I thought, right? And then, I mean, look what happened. They left Carter's body behind, and look what happened. Savage got a hold of Carter's body and used the blood to get his followers to live longer. See what happens when you leave shit behind in the past? I'm just saying, whether it's a tiny piece of suit, a freaking Ray's suit, or a legitimate body, shit's gonna go hit the fan. It's like, that's why I was like, is it a smart idea for them to leave Carter's body behind while they escape? I mean, couldn't they at least brought the body back? I'm just saying. But anyway, you can actually see also that Kendra is starting to have, like, deeper feelings when it comes to Carter, and the sucky thing is, she's developing stronger feelings while he's dead. It's like, you couldn't develop feelings before he died? I'm just saying. Now that he's dead, now your feelings are getting stronger? I mean, come on now. But anyway, during the battle, I noticed another thing where, Jax mentions, you know, we're a team. We stick together and all that stuff, but I like the fact that, you know, they're starting to come closer as a team. And, you know, when Stein contacts Jax, who is with Heatwave and Captain Cold, Cold seems genuinely like, you know, they're in trouble, let's do this, let's get to them and all that stuff. They seem like a really more well-oiled team, which I like about that. It's getting, you know, closer and closer. And also during the episode, we also get, like, a little more into Sarah. You know, Rip Hunter finds out, you know, all he knows about Sarah's resurrection is that she was put into a Lazarus pit and she got brought back. And Sarah pretty much divulges what happens, pretty much the side effects of her being in the Lazarus pit to Rip. And, you know, Rip kind of bonds with her about that because she calls herself a monster because of her bloodlust. And, you know, Rip kind of bonds with her and saying, you know, she's not a monster. You know, they have a little connection because of that. And so I really like this episode because, you know, you get Captain Cold and Heatwave bonding with Jax. You get Sarah bonding with Rip. You get Ray bonding with Stein. And you get more into Snart and pretty much him. It's basically you see more to Snart. You see more of that little boy inside those big walls that he has put up around his heart, and you feel for him, you know? You actually feel sorry for him, and at the same time, Rory, you actually see that he has a deeper connection to Snart because he understands why Snart wanted to go to that one area. He actually knew that it was Snart where he grew up. And so they somewhat have a deeper connection more than they let on. And, yeah, I like the fact that there's small individual bondings between, like, either pairs or, like, groups of 3. And so it was a really refreshing thing to see. And I'm looking forward to seeing more. I'm looking forward to episode 4, which is titled White Knights. So see you guys in the next video when that appears. Apparently, episode 4, White Knights, will premiere February 11th. And I'm looking forward to it. And the next videos I'm probably going to do are for Supergirl episodes 11 and episode 12, which are Strange Visitor from Another Planet, which is episode 11, and Bizarro episode 12. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.